Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished leaders, and fellow changemakers. I'm deeply honored to be here at the International Empowering Women Leaders Summit in Awards 2025. And this summit is not just a gathering, but it's an entire movement. A movement to recognize, celebrate, and most importantly, empower women leaders who are reshaping the societies, economies, and communities worldwide. Today, I want to speak about something that is really close to my heart, which is the power of digital skills in unlocking women's leadership potential and building resilience for the future of work. But before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Raed Ahsan, and I'm the youngest and the leading cybersecurity expert in the Middle East. I'm also one of the most renowned public speakers and an award winning ethical hacker with an experience of more than 7 years in this field. I've also been recognized by 400 plus global enterprises and also by the CISA authorities for my work in developing exploits, safeguarding the digital landscapes globally, and reducing the threats by 80% at international enterprises across the globe. Now, I'll be starting with a personal story of mine, like when I got into this field of cybersecurity. So, when I started my journey in the industry at the age of 14 or 15, I did not have access to structured programs or a complete clear guidance. Like we have a complete roadmap. I did not have any of that, and I had to create my own learning paths. And in that journey, I used to fail multiple times. I used to experiment new things and again fail in that, but I kept on trying and trying until I understood how to protect those systems, how to uncover the vulnerabilities and exploit them as well. That journey taught me something really important. Education is not about memorizing concepts, it is about applying them in the real world. And when education is combined with opportunity, it becomes a powerful engine for leadership. Now imagine if every woman from grassroots communities to global platforms had access to not just education but the digital skills that empower her to lead in technology, lead in entrepreneurship, and lead in innovation. This transformation would be completely unstoppable. Moving on to the context, which is the future of work, and the future of work is already here. Emerging technologies, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, robotics, data science, these things are redefining the way we live, the way we work, and the way we interact with each other. But the challenge here is that by 2030, millions of jobs will disappear due to automation. And at the same time, new digital jobs will be created, jobs that require skills in cybersecurity, coding, AI, and even cloud computing. And if women are not given equal access to these skills, they risk being left behind in the new economy. But if women are empowered with digital skills, they don't just participate, they lead, they shape the policies, they innovate in industries, and they inspire the generations to follow. Now, the question here is why women and why now? Like, why focus on women? Because women are natural leaders in resilience, empathy, and collaboration, and these are the qualities that are desperately needed in the digital age. For example, in cybersecurity, diverse teams are stronger, more creative, and better at problem solving. In entrepreneurship, women owned businesses contribute billions to economies, yet often lack digital infrastructure and tools to scale globally. In governance, if we see, women leaders bring inclusivity and long term sustainability to decision making. And when women succeed, entire communities rise with them because women invest in families, education, and societies altogether. Let me share an example here, a storytelling example. I recently spoke at the Black Hat conference, which is one of the most world's largest cybersecurity conferences. And after my session, a young woman came up to me and said, "Right, I want to do what you're doing, but people around me just keep saying that cybersecurity is too complicated, it's a rough industry, and most even said that it's a male dominant industry as well." But I told her that cybersecurity is not about who you are, it's about what you are willing to learn and how persistent you are in it. And this does not just limit to cybersecurity or any digital skills. It can also go further for like entrepreneurship. It can go to any industry that you're focusing on as a woman. For example, financial, marketing, entrepreneurship, governance, any of those. This does not just limit to cybersecurity or digital skills. And exactly 6 months later, she emailed me to say that she had completed her first industry recognized certification and was working on real world labs at a big tech company here as an intern. And that is the power of opportunity combined with encouragement. Now imagine if every woman had access to that same support system. How many new leaders could we unleash? That is why we are here today. which is the alignment with Vision 2030 and the UN SDGs. Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 emphasizes a vibrant society, a thriving economy, and an ambitious nation. And at the center of this vision is women's empowerment. The United Nations SDGs echo this. Gender equality and inclusive growth are not side goals, they are the foundations for sustainable development. And the digital skills are the bridge between vision and reality. They create new jobs, they enable entrepreneurship, and they prepare women to lead in governance, innovation, and technology. Coming to call to action. And my message here today is simple, but it's really urgent. Invest in digital education for women. Build accessible hands on training programs, not just theoretical. And create mentorship networks where women can learn, practice, and lead, a sort of community of mentorship. Last but not the least, which is the most important one, open doors for women to take leadership roles in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship, governance, and across diverse industries. Because the world does not just need more women in tech, the world needs more women leading tech. When women rise in technology, they bring with them resilience, inclusivity, and innovation that benefit us all. So let us not leave today with only inspiration. Let us leave with a commitment. A commitment to empower women with the digital skills that will define the future of work. A commitment to ensure that no woman is left behind in the digital revolution. And a commitment to building societies where women lead not just in numbers, but in influence, impact, and vision. The future is digital, the future is inclusive, and the future will be led by empowered women. That's it for my session today. I'm sure it was really beneficial and inspirational for everyone. Once again, thank you very much for being with me, and I hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you.